What a serene start to our journey. The stillness of winter, the hush of nature in slumber.
It's fucking dead, Charlie. This whole place looks like someone pulled the plug on life.
To our left, Lake Burley Griffin's calm expanse. To the right, thoughtfully curated native flora.
You mean bushes shoved in a concrete coffin? Real thoughtful. Nature's final resting bin.
On the right, the Canberra Visitors Centre, a helpful resource for tourists.
Helpful. I went once and lost the will to live. Tried to take my husband there. Closed. Dodged a bullet.
Coming up, Captain Cook Memorial Jet on the left and the statue to the right.
Yeah, someone threw a rock, someone got stabbed. The end should have just named it Colonial Splash Zone.
We continue beside the tranquil lake, framed by stoic trees.
They're dead, Charlie, like your sense of wonder.
Look, a jetty. A perfect spot to pause and reflect.
And what? The meaninglessness of this ride?
And here we see a public gym. Fitness for all.
You going to use it or just narrate your way to a six-pack? Thought so.
Oh, look, a few brave souls out enjoying the winter air.
Yeah, probably lost or clinically depressed.
More lakeside beauty. Maybe we'll see some ducks.
Nature's bread-powered landmines. Can't wait.
Red flags to protect the grass. How considerate.
The ducks didn't get the memo. Rebel quackers, Charlie. Absolute anarchists.
Oh, a duck in our path. Nature reminding us to slow down.
Nah, that lazy bastard just didn't feel like flying. Probably Union.
Now gliding peacefully down the cycle path.
Still next to the lake. Still boring. Groundhog ride.
Passing a fellow walker. Always nice to share the path.
He's walking like there's a traffic cone wedged up his arse. Respect.
Lovely tree-lined avenue. Classic Canberra winter.
More leafless corpses and moist pothole. Cheers.
Ah, a tunnel. A brief, mysterious interlude.
Yeah, into Canberra's colon. Smells like taxpayer regret.
Here's someone walking their bike up the slope. Determination.
More like defeat. That hill broke her spirit.
Bit of vibration there. The box working hard as we ascend.
That thing's rattling like my last relationship.
On the left, a mysterious building, fenced and secure.
Yeah, but is it to keep us out? or them in. Spooky government vibes, mate.
Look, someone dressed like they're auditioning for The Godfather.
Or got lost on the way to Centrelink. Probably smells like cheap cologne and regret.
Now entering Acton's cycle paths, which could use some TLC.
These paths need an exorcism. Roots popping out like acne on a teenager.
Another rider up ahead. Let's give them a wide berth.
I'd rather give this whole ride a wide berth. You're still not anywhere, Charlie.
Ah, the white hazard circles. A grassroots warning system.
Because the government went screw it, paint a ring around it and walk away. Classy.
Crossing a charming bridge over the ANU's creek.
You mean the glorified drain that occasionally hosts duck orgies? How romantic.
Still tracing the peaceful lake's edge.
We've been married to this lake longer than most Canberrans stay married.
Trying the horn here. Doesn't seem to be working.
That horn sounds like a depressed mosquito. I'd move faster for a fart.
Look at those golden leaves. Nature's farewell before spring.
It's a death blanket, Charlie. Everything's dead, including my interest.
Continuing along this scenic path. Calm, reflective.
Like a government press release.
Bit of a rise ahead. Finally, some variation.
Ooh, a hill. Be still, my rapidly flatlining heart.
Just past the rowing club. A great place to catch early morning training.
If you enjoy rich people yelling stroke before sunrise, hard pass.
Another peaceful stretch along the water.
Charlie, mate, we are basically part of the lake now. I'm going to start quacking.
still riding alongside the lake.
This is less a ride and more a hostage situation. Blink twice if you're bored, Charlie.
We're now beside Lady Denman Drive. Almost time to change it up.
Thank Cook's ghost. I was about to throw myself in the lake out of sheer monotony.
Waiting patiently to cross the road. Safety first.
I've aged 3 years here. My soul is dust.
Yes, we're finally free of the lake.
Goodbye, moist nothingness. Hello, something marginally less depressing.
These tunnels, urban, gritty, expressive.
They're buttholes with tattoos. Don't romanticise the colon of civic.
Now that's more like it. Trees, a gentle hill, momentum.
It's like dying, but slower and with eucalyptus.
Approaching another underpass. Reminds me of...
Yeah, a concrete arsehole. I saw an echidna crawl out of one once. Still less weird than this ride.
Uh-oh, someone's tummy's rumbling.
Charlie, I need to crap like yesterday. This is not a drill.
This is where we saw that weird accident the other week. Gone now.
Unlike this turd trying to claw its way out of me like it's in Alien.
And there's a horse painted on the path. The word A-H-E-A-D.
Hung like a horse. Moving on.
This part of the path has a distinct outback charm.
All it needs is a dead roo and a missing person.
trees, more path. This time with real Aussie feel.
Yeah, a real leave me to die in the scrub kind of feel. Very homey.
That bus said, free the poo. Top tier messaging.
Mate, I once tried to get my own ad on a bus while drunk. They banned me. Said it lacked civic value. Pfft.
Oh, that lady just waved. How lovely.
Yeah, that was a cult wave. We've been marked. We'll be offered pamphlets soaked in ruse blood any minute.
Pulling over. Scotty needs to take care of business.
Not business, Charlie. A full-blown gastro-apocalyptic evacuation. Cue the music. Tell me this doesn't sound like Axl Bloody Rose. You can't.
And we're off again. Scotty's guts. 0, willpower 1.
If patience is a virtue, I am an unholy saint of defecation. The brown dragon sleeps. For now.
We're entering an area where I've seen kangaroos in the past.
Cool story. Any animals today, or just your hallucinated wildlife memories?
Still cruising through the trees, calm, natural, lovely.
Still leafy, still nothing happening, still no dunny.
Tranquility continues. We've leveled out again.
Like a shit video game.
And here's the National Bicentennial Trail, Australia's longest multi-use track.
Multi-use, eh? Can we bury ourselves in it to escape this hell loop?
Now entering the suburb of Cook.
Land of mystery, home of trees.
Cook boasts some truly massive eucalyptus trees. Gorgeous.
Until a branch smacks your head in a mild breeze. These bastards drop limbs like politicians drop promises.
Still gliding beneath these towering trees, the canopy feels almost cathedral-like.
If the cathedral ran out of funding halfway through and filled the pews with possums.
Now this is nice. Grass, trees, dappled sunlight.
It's a postcard for welcome to generic suburbia. Population nay.
Continuing along this tranquil path, there's a peace here.
A temporary suspension of the will to live.
And now we leave the pretty green section. Onward.
I was starting to photosynthesize from boredom.
We're now entering Macquarie. Did you know it's home to one of the earliest purpose-built neighbourhood watch offices in the ACT?
Who gives a shit, Charlie? It's a suburb, like any other. Everyone breathes air and shits in the toilet, mostly.
The paths framed by bark mulch and suburban charm.
Don't lie to yourself.
Graffiti tagging on the left. Evergreen shrubs on the right. Urban nature contrast.
It's not contrast, mate. It's conflict. The war of bloke was here versus please don't die shrubbery.
Houses to the left, stormwater channel to the right. Just your average slice of Canberra.
More like a stale bite of urban toast with a drizzle of creek scum.
We're nearing the edge now. That looks like a retirement village on the left. Waiting to cross Belconnen Way now, almost through this section.
This crossing is longer than War and Peace, in Morse code.
Okay, crossed the first half. That's progress.
Now we're stuck on a concrete island surrounded by existential dread and exhaust fumes. The pedestrian system in this city was clearly designed by a first-class retard, and I don't say that lightly.
We made it across. Why did the chicken cross the road?
To die of boredom halfway, waiting for a green man.
Now riding up beside Chemist Warehouse, the land of discount pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, where you can buy 500 paracetamol for $3 and a urinary tract infection for free.
And here we are again, another pedestrian crossing.
If I cross one more bloody road today, I'm filing a trauma claim.
Timed that one perfectly, smooth as silk.
The bar is in hell. You crossed the road without getting hit. Congrats, you're not roadkill.
Bunnings up on the right, always busy.
Bunnings is total shit. Use Amazon. At least the delivery guy doesn't try to upsell me on sausage sizzles and shame. Whoever designed this Bunnings and Gungalings gave cyclists the finger. No path, no bike lockup, no logic. So what do people do? Ride against traffic like Mad Max. Bravo. Canberra's finest example of urban design by someone off their tits on mescaline.
Cruising up Belconnen Way's cycle path now. Steady incline, nice breeze.
More like a wind tunnel of regret and urban decay.
You've got to admire the consistency of this path.
It's a straight line of mediocrity.
Another red light. Time to breathe.
Time to scream internally while pretending I'm Zen. Thanks, Canberra.
any second now. Patience is part of the journey. And we're off to cross another road.
Like a chicken with commitment issues. Call it what you want, mate. It's just a slab of concrete leading us nowhere. It's like watching a screensaver, but with more existential dread. Still wondering why I'm here. Don't make eye contact with the SUVs, Charlie. They can smell weakness.
Let's duck down here, onto the pedestrian crossing into Florey.
My boner of joy just deflated.
We're elevated now, riding above the traffic below. Nice perspective.
A bird's eye view of peak hour disappointment.
At the bottom of the hill now, just need to cross this bit.
These concrete islands are designed to break your wheels and your will. Slower than a nun in molasses.
I'm getting a bit hungry now.
Eat me.
Back on the elevated path. Bushes on either side. Houses to the right.
And no sign of food, or joy, or an exit.
Steady as she goes. Consistent surfaces here.
Like a handshake from someone with clammy hands.
Oh, this bit's rough. Someone's installed a cable and patched it like an amateur.
Bump, bump, bump. Welcome to Path Fuckery Canberra edition.
Look at all those cockatoos. Someone's feeding them. Blue shirt, right side.
Like a cult leader.
Bit of a climb here. Listen to the tyres squeal.
They sound like they're farting their way to the afterlife. Highlight of the trip, not gonna lie.
Just past a school there on the left.
The sound of children learning to ignore the road rules.
There's a guy on the other side of the road. Looks like he's laying out pamphlets.
Turn or burn. God hates scooters. Something like that. I can smell the sanctimony from here.
Still riding past the school zone. Peaceful, really.
School gets out, this becomes Mad Max Junior edition.
Nearly through Flory. Just one more gentle hill to conquer.
Conquer is a strong word for gliding past beige houses with tired gardens.
Houses to the left, school to the right. Classic suburban corridor.
It's the meat in a boring sandwich, with extra fence.
Just came out from that little underpass. The one the postie naps under sometimes.
Even the postal service can't be asked here. He's probably in there reading Nietzsche.
Now cruising through Latham. Houses either side, clear path ahead.
More like floating through the grey void of nothing to report.
And here we are, turning right behind a massive truck. What a finale.
Nothing screams epic conclusion like inhaling diesel behind a Woolies delivery lorry. Roll credits.